How's it going, guys? My name is Sideswipe, and in today's video I'm going to be teaching you how to roller skate backwards. The first part of skating backwards is our positioning and where our legs are going to be. So it's very important when you first start skating backwards, as you would skate normally, it's important to bend your knees and lean forward. And this is so you are balanced. So now what we're going to do is we're going to choose which leg that we want in front of us, which is that way, and behind us, which is that way. So for example, my right leg is my stronger leg, so that's going to be behind us, and my left leg is my weaker leg, so that's going to be in front of us. Now what these legs do is quite simple. So my right leg is going to be pushing me off. So you've got to make sure like your right leg or your left leg, depending on what is your stronger leg, is going to be pushing you off, and you're going to be pushing off like that. Always make sure that your knees are bent and that you're leaning forward. Now your left leg is your directing leg. So if you think of it like this is the leg that builds momentum, and this is the leg that directs you where you want to go.
Push off with your back leg, lean forward and look over the shoulder of your front leg. Use your back leg to control your speed and momentum. Use your front leg to steer in the direction you want to go. Then to stop, use your stopper on your back leg by bending your knee, leaning forward, dragging your stopper across the floor. If you don't have stoppers, here are some stops to learn.
Now the plough stop is where you push your heel in and you push your feet out, and then you eventually slow down and come to a stop like so.
Another great stop to learn is the turn stop, where you move your front leg with your body, creating a semicircle around your back leg, which follows after to create the stop. I'd recommend learning this on both legs, as I'd recommend learning everything in this video both ways.
This is how you're going to do it. So you're going to bend your knees, you're going to lean forward as you would normally, weaker leg around and your stronger leg's going to follow, like so, and we're going to step into it. The other way is to make a semicircle, and now this is great if you want to stop or if you want to start going backwards from a stationary position. Also, another thing to mention is pivot points. So on your skates, so a pivot point is basically where you have two wheels on one foot and two wheels on the other foot. So as you can see there, I'm lifting my heel up and my toe around ever so slightly to turn me around. So that's another way you can go backwards. But we're going to keep it simple, we're going to step into it, and let's begin. So we're going to be facing forward and we're only going to be moving our body. So let's go.
Begin by skating forwards, then turn your back leg around with your front leg to follow with your body. Push with your back leg and steer with your front once you are in the backwards position. To go back to forwards position, bring your front leg forwards first with your back leg to follow. Then you can choose to stop or carry on skating.
Now for the incorrect way. Now this isn't actually the incorrect way, I'm just saying that for the sake of this video so it separates confusion. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to do exactly the same thing as we did by skating the correct way, but instead we're going to move our head, and we're going to move our head across our body like so. If you're turning on a street skate and you're skating like this part of you, for a fraction of a second as you're turning, your line of vision's gone there. The reason that is important is, yes, your brain fills in the gaps. I mean, as you can see, there's a lot of space here. The problem is if you're skating the streets and you see this blind spot, anything can happen. A car could come, a pedestrian could go running in, an electric scooter, which happens more often than not, could come, and your line of vision is blurred, and the next thing you've just collided with somebody.
However, it's still important to learn how to move your head across your body, because it is useful when turning, stopping and using foot placement when skating backwards. To learn this, begin by skating forwards, then move your back leg around with your body and head till it becomes your front leg. Now you are in the backwards position, I'm going to show you when you would use this when you are skating.
When I first started skating backwards, my legs would get quite tired because I was constantly leaning on one leg, like so. So I'm going to show you guys two different ways to switch your legs when you're skating backwards. So what we're going to do is we're going to start skating forwards, we're going to turn, skate backwards. Now I want to switch my legs, so my head is going to move to my body and my leg's going to follow, just like so. Now it's really important that whatever leg is in front, so this leg is in front this way, that my head is looking over the shoulder that the leg is in front of. Now, the reason that is so important is because if you start skating like this, so this leg's in front, but I'm looking over this way, you'll start falling over, right? You start falling over and you'll get off balance. So it's very important when you're skating backwards, whatever leg is in front, that's the shoulder you're looking behind. If I'm turning over my body like that, crossing over is basically you're crossing your back leg over your front like so. So this is a crossover. Now what a crossover is good for, is crossover is good for picking up speed and also turning like so. So if I want to skate faster, I just cross over like so, and then I'll come to a stop. So crossover is great for speed control and picking up more speed. And this is where looking over your shoulder and moving your body helps. Now we're going to be turning using the crossover. So what you want to do is first we're going to go anti-clockwise and then we're going to go clockwise. It's down to you which one you want to learn first, but I would highly recommend learning both. It's always good to learn things both ways to make yourself a better all-round skater. So what we're going to do is we're going to bend the knees, lean forward as usual, and we are going to move our back leg and our front's going to follow, and then our back leg is going to go over our right like so. So this is the crossover backwards, and this is great for turning and building up speed. This is in anti-clockwise. Now to go clockwise, we're going to stop with a turn stop and we're going to push off with our back leg, and our back leg's going to go over our front leg, but just the other way. And this is great because if you want to go faster, you can, and if you want to go slower, you can as well. And then we're going to stop. Now another way to turn going backwards without using the crossover, as I mentioned before, your front leg, which is the leg you're looking behind, you can literally just use it as a director. So this is your directing leg. So as you can see right now, I'm not even crossing over. I'm just turning this leg by pivoting on my front two wheels, as seen here. So you don't even have to cross over to turn. And then if we do it the other way, with this leg in front, so you don't even have to cross over. So there's the two ways of turning backwards on roller skates. Now we're going to put everything we have learned in today's video to practice. Now the best way to practice skating backwards is the same as skating forwards, and that is to do a figure of 8. Now what a figure of 8 is skating in an 8 shape. And the reason this is so good is because you learn how to turn both ways and you get confident enough to be able to skate on both ways. So let's begin. So what we're going to do is we're going to start skating forwards, and our back leg is going to turn first and then our front leg's going to follow. Then we're going to start crossing over. And this is also where turning over your shoulder is really important. It's very important that your head comes over your body like that. Just like so. And yeah guys, just literally just drill this until you get comfortable. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you did find this tutorial useful, and if you did, drop a like down below, and of course if you have got any questions, drop them in the comments down below and I'll be sure to answer any questions or help anybody that needs help when skating backwards. And of course guys, if you are new around here and you want to see more quad skating tutorials and more roller skating videos, hit that subscribe button. Anyway guys, my name is Sideswipe. Keep rolling and I'll catch you in the next one.